It's time to rate some AI-generated Magic the Gathering cards. Let's see what Cloud Poo is made out of this today. It might be spreading the Cloud Poo in the air with Clashin' Grain Motor. This is a 4-mana 0/0. It's a human flyer. Flying is now a creature type. I guess we can re-errata every single flying creature. The angels, the birds, they're flyers now. It is a legendary. It does fly. To its credit, it does actually fly. It also has Emerge for this outrageous mana cost. What is this? 6 colored mana and 4 generic, so a total of 10 mana. When this creature phases out, you may return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield with an equantration counter on it. Whatever the equantration counter does. Oh no! It's gonna die. I didn't even notice that. It's gonna die immediately. Sorry about that, Clashin' Grain Motor. You weren't meant for this world. Now, there are lords out there, people. There are actually lords that will buff up the flying creatures. So there's actually quite a few things that could actually literally buff just this thing up. And all the other flyers in your flying deck. So I guess I don't know, you have to play like Teferi's Protection or something. So when you play Teferi's Protection, you get to return something from your graveyard. Does Teferi's Protection protect your graveyard? I can't remember if that's one thing that actually happens. Yeah, Born to Crash. It's basically it emerged out of nowhere. It emerged out of nowhere because it doesn't know how to fly anymore. This thing, I can't tell if this thing is crop dusting or is burning down in flames. Equantration is a made-up word, by the way. Thank you very much. I would have never figured that one out on my own. I can never tell when the AI is just making something up or pulling something out of the dictionary. Completely irrelevant. I am a professional flyer. H2O Delirious. Yeah. This card gives very Icarus vibes. Oh yeah, flying too close to the sun. I don't know what they flew too close to. Close to outer space. It's doable though. I mean, like, what can I say? This card is actually doable. There's nothing illegal about this card. It's not particularly worthwhile playing. You work so hard to reanimate something from the graveyard. You have to put some Anthem in play to make sure this thing doesn't die on the spot. Then you have to use another card to phase it out, and you also have to set it up in the graveyard. You know what you could bring back from the graveyard? Probably the Clashin' Grain Motor, because you can like just put it straight into the graveyard. Yeah, maybe too close to the ground instead. Yeah, it is printable. Can be your commander too. And it would be it's a 4-color commander. For anyone that's want to play Redless Wooburg, you can play the Clashin' Grain Motor. All right. It is Cloud Poo, but it's doable Cloud Poo. Okay, for anyone that loves the bingo card, this is our bingo card for today, which is usually the same bingo card as the last few days. Take your screenshots. You're responsible for finding those bingos. All right, next up, we're going to we're gonna spite this Spiteful Shambler. It's a white, 1 mana, 1/2 creature with no creature type. Flying. When this creature dies, return it to the battlefield under its owner's control. That's pretty good. If you do, return target creature card with mana value greater than this creature from your graveyard from the battlefield. That is insane. This is, we were just looking at it. We were just looking at a really bad Reanimator card, and this thing just blows it out of the water. We went from Modern Horizons -5 to Modern Horizons 10. Yeah, I mean, it is pretty busted. It's pretty good. Now, look, you need a sack outlet. There's still a little bit of work to be done here. What's funny is you could continuously sacrifice this thing to reanimate, I guess, your entire graveyard. Yeah, if you do return target creature card with mana value greater than this creature. Oh no! I can't reanimate my Ragavan or all my other 1-drops. What am I gonna do? Do not block this creature. Do not block. Warning. Bingo voting for flying. Oh yeah, votes for flying for the last one. That's right. Definitely voted for flying. It's a flying voter. In fact, flying was its middle name to some extent. Yeah, acquires. Yeah, not very. Well, okay, look. So first off, you need to get this creature in play. You need a payoff in the graveyard, and the last thing, you do need to have some sort of sack outlet. So once you have those three things combined, you're good to go. You're still vulnerable. You are still vulnerable to graveyard hate. So if you sack the Spiteful Shambler, someone can use graveyard hate versus it, so it doesn't even come back onto the battlefield, right? It's like return it to the battlefield under its owner's control. If you do. So if you get hit with a Surgical Extraction, a Fairy Macabre, an Endurance, the Spiteful Shambler doesn't come back and you don't get anything. Am I lagging? Well, I mean, that's a YouTube thing. That's a YouTube or your streaming quality thing. It could be a my thing too. It could be a my thing. Yeah, it's super. Okay, it's super busted. It danger. I mean, there's not it danger. That's for sure. It's how far? That's actually not that far away. Now, you know what? You say 2036 as if that's like decades away. That's actually only a few years away. It's like a decade away. It's not that far off. Bingo, missing creature type. All right, we can get that. We are missing a creature type. Missing something. Where is it? Missing cost, type, power, or toughness. In this guy. We're missing something. Yeah, you picked that. Yeah, you picked that. Oh, did I pick that date? Okay, you can bolt and shock. No, you don't want to do that. I mean, no, you don't want to do that. It's just gonna come back. Oh, you're talking about, oh, we can do that. Oh yeah, as the enabler, we can do that. All right, this card is so damn strong, and it flies too. It's actually hard to block it if it flies. Okay, moving on. We've got, oh my god, it's Gideon. It's Gideon Beyond the Grave. Gideon, your vampire. He did die after all. 3 mana for a 5 loyalty. Equipment Horror Beast. That's the name of it. All right, Gideon, you've been renamed. That's what happens when you die. You get a new name when you go to hell. And we're going to call you the Equipment Horror Beast. +1. Create a treasure token. -2. You may put a creature card from your hand onto the battlefield. It gains if this vehicle is a cleric. Destroy it. That's impossible because all the vehicles aren't creatures and I cannot put it onto the battlefield. -6, you get an emblem with whenever you cast a creature or planeswalker spell, this emblem deals 2 damage to any target. That's pretty cool, actually. You know, this card was only, it was so close. It was so close, yet so close, yet so far. And by the way, why don't we have more planeswalkers creating treasure tokens, or even just making? Do any planeswalkers make tokens? You know, like food tokens. Like they make the token. It doesn't transform into anything. In case AI generates cleric vehicles, there might be a spot. There might be a situation somewhere in the future where vehicles are creatures at the same time. You know, just like how they had, we have sagas now that are creatures. There is a world where maybe it's like you play a creature and it's a vehicle, and if you crew it, it gets like extra abilities, like maybe like saddle and stuff. Non-broke Oko makes elks. Are they elk tokens? It turns things into elks, right? Oh no, actually it makes it does make food tokens, right? Yeah, you make a food. I forgot about that. It does make a food. It will happen, since Benjamin. Yeah, it's possible. It's not that out of the range of possibility. Especially, I feel like Wizards of the Coast, they're desperate right now. They're desperate to try to make something new, something fresh. So they're like combining old types. I mean, what we think of as a planeswalker isn't even a planeswalker, even in the past, because like Gideon could turn into a creature, and now Gideon is turning vehicles into creatures. Maybe. The creature gains that effect. It's not a requirement. No. But you need to put a creature into play, right? So you may put a creature card from your hand onto the battlefield. It gains if this vehicle is a cleric. Oh, I see what you mean. So every creature just gains if this vehicle is a cleric, destroy it. Which it's not. So basically, if we transform the creature into a vehicle and cleric, it gets blown up. That's ridiculous. My brain is doing gymnastics trying to think how that is even going to come to be. mean, we have equipment, creatures. We have that as well. That's right. It's anything is possible. Yeah, the -2 is just a one-sided show and tell, which we have seen, actually. Look, Soren, Imperia's Bloodlord. Hey, it's your fault, Soren. You basically have set the stage for making this a thing. This is much better, though, because within Soren, Imperia's Bloodlord, you're only allowed to put a vampire in play. This thing, you can put anything in play. Anything at all. I'm more concerned that I can equip the Gideon. Oh, Arlen makes a token. Where is it? Arlen makes a token, makes a wolf pack token. Not enough, actually. So it just goes to show, you know, there's a lot of room for planeswalkers, you know, spitting out the tokens. John runs a good point. Can't run Maskwood and vehicles at the same time. Maskwood makes all, I believe, all creatures in play, all creature types. Can't do that. You accidentally made a cleric. Oh, you made it a cleric? Sorry. Time for its funeral. Don't do it. If a card makes the creature you would put into play with this having changeling, would it blow up? No, because it's not a vehicle yet. So if you can turn it into if you somehow turn it into a vehicle, yes, it would. If this vehicle, I think, I don't actually know. You know what? Magic rules are a bit weird. It's possible that when they say vehicle, they just mean this permanent. And if this permanent is a cleric destroyed, so it's possible. I don't know how the rules are going to interact in this exact situation. I'd assume that if you turn it into if it were a vehicle, it and becomes a cleric, it dies. But maybe not. There are some weird niche corner cases in the rules where vehicle in this instance would be considered this permanent, and this permanent can be anything. Swift reconfiguration turns creatures into vehicles. Well, there's a way. Where there is a will, there is a way. That's how you do it, Benjamin Berkey. You do it. The swift reconfiguration. I don't even know what that card does. Okay, technically legal. Weirdly. It's very weirdly legal. Scrambled my brains a little bit. Okay, next we got Lava Brood Requires, huh? There's a 3-mana enchantment. Clue the sacrifice 4 or more artifacts, where X is its power. There's no... Is that it? The pets seem behind mud for back to her vengeful fail. Silence. Silence murderers protected my strength. I went to house Necrogens and Orchard. This is nothing. This card does absolutely nothing. I don't know. What does it do? Nothing. Clue the sacrifice 4 more artifacts. Yeah, this card does nothing. The card does nothing. It basically does nothing. Where's our nothing square? There's a nothing square on here. Card does nothing. And it does it really well. And it almost felt like there were 2 flavor texts here. 2 flavor texts. That flavor text here. I know. Silence murderers protected my strength. The hell does that mean? Sounds a bit creepy if you ask me. Is this undefined X? No, X is its power apparently. I don't know what power they're defining though, or even what they're up to. Okay, I got nothing. This card sucks. I mean, okay, whoa. Technically, it's legal. You can play it for 3, and then I guess it does not. Like this text is a bunch of gibberish, though. Ooh, this looks like something. It's Cami of the Glacial. But you know what? We're gonna have to wait to see this as we thank our sponsor today, FusionGamingOnline.com, my favorite place to get my Magic the Gathering cards. Deal of the week this week, 15% off all showcase singles. But you don't have to get just the singles. You can get your latest cards from Lorwyn Eclipse. You love the AI-generated cards, but you also love real cards to build your Commander, Modern Pioneer, and your latest Standard deck. And I got a deal for you. The same deal I have every time, but it doesn't change how great it is. Get 5% off all your purchases using coupon code Nikachu at checkout to get 5% off all your purchases. And it supports the channel, of course. And that's the most important part. And okay, let's move on. Okay, we got Cami of the Glacial. This is a 7-mana, 4/6 zombie giant. It's got flying. I feel like votes for flying also votes for deeply. I'm just getting that vibe. Does not vote for Sprout. Doesn't vote that way. Okay, flying. When this creature enters, you may search your library for a card named Kami of the Glacial. Reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle. Damn it. Well, wait a minute. It's him. It is actually referencing itself. When this creature enters, you may search your library for a card Kami. Is there anything else like that? It's like when it enters the battlefield, the closest is Squadron Hawk. I think. Searches for itself. It's nice. It's not bad. Well, I don't know if it's really good. That's a 7 mana card for crying out loud. It's basically 7 mana 4/6 flyer that tutors for another 7 mana 4/6 flyer. If that seems great to you, then whatever. Now, that's not all, everyone. All right. We haven't gotten to the cherry on the top. For the Chamber, for 4 mana, it's an adventure. It's a sorcery. Destroy target creature, enchantment, or 3/3 insect artifact creature with flying. That is awesome. This card's actually quite awesome. So you are essentially tutoring for a removal spell. It's funny how specific that was. Or 3/3 insect artifact creature with flying. Are there any? Is there even a single one? I don't know if there's a single card that thing can kill. Finally, something to get rid of these mantis engines. I don't even know what that is. Is that literally the only card that it can kill? Yeah, destroy target 3/3 insect artifact creature with flying. Is mantis engine like the only thing in Magic the Gathering that can kill? Yeah, it already destroys creatures, which is weird. Destroy target creature. Well, just in case they turn their insect artifact creature into an enchantment or something temporarily. Isn't there like a bingo card searches for an AI card? I swear there's something like that. Or references another. It references another AI. This is technically the same. Okay, this is technically the same AI card. Unfortunately, I'm destroying everyone, but you in particular. This hates on Pestilent Soul Eater. References another AI card itself. I don't know if that counts. Let's let it count. It's a rare situation where like the AI can even reference another card. It did reference an AI card, but it was the same card. Oh yeah, if it turned into a non-creature, it's not a 3/3 insect artifact creature with flying. But and then the spell gets countered. What else do we got here? Choose A or A. Oh no, one bingo per card. That's for sure. One bingo per card. Destroy target creature. Oh, I see what you mean though. Yeah. So there is nothing beneficial about this 3/3 insect artifact creature with flying. Period. It's been a while since they mentioned other AI cards. It's a rare thing. It's a rare slot on the bingo sheet. It searches for a separate instance of a card with this name that counts in my mind. We've marked that off like 2 or 3 times. Rare space, very rare space. It's not often. I mean, hey, there are Magic the Gathering cards that reference other cards that you got to search for, and this is one. Yeah, there are very few, but even within Magic the Gathering, there's very few cards that you can play that search for themselves. And this one's a good one because it like searches for as clunky as it is. Searches for looks for removal. Okay, this card actually is very, very cool. It's a very, very cool card. I would even go as far as to say it's Zybers. I would go as far as to say it's Zybers. Next, we got the Blizzard Mage. You know those cats? They got like a really good fur coat. It's pretty good. 4 mana for a 4/4 cat teamer. All right, they're a team of 2. Blizzard Mage's power is equal to the number of creatures you control. Whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, put a +1/+1 counter on it. And whenever this creature attacks, create a 1/1 white cat creature token. Honestly, this is the most honest This is the most honest card I've ever seen on this show. Outside of being a completely blank card. Teamer, not teamer. Yeah, it's a teamer. Yeah, wait. Anyone hearing me say teamer? It's T-E-A-M-E-R. Not the rug. Oh, sorry, not the blue, red, green. What is it called? A wedge? Is that a wedge? I can't remember what they're called. Some are shards, some are wedges. Yeah, very fair card. It is a bit weird, though. It's got like a default 4/4, but its power is equal to the number of creatures you control. So that one can change. Breaks the color pie. Well, it is a red card. How does it break the color pie? Why? It makes a white. Oh, a 1/1 white cat. Yeah, that's not even teamer. That's outside the teamer colors. It should have been a green cat. Should have been shown as a star 4. Yeah, I should have. There's a lot of should haves with the AI cards. A very fair Modern Horizons 4 card. You could probably put this in Modern Horizons 1. I don't even know if this would see play in Modern. It's just a 4-mana star 4. When it deals combat damage to a player, I get 1 counter, and when it attacks, I get a 1. This actually would not see any play in Modern. So it would see play in Commander. I don't think this would see play anywhere else. Yeah, it'd be a bomb in draft. It'd be really very strong there. The creature's power is 4, but also the number of creatures you control. Does it force you to control 4 creatures? No, it does. I mean, I'm sure there is some sort of clause, like the fact that it's 4 power might get you some benefit when you're casting the card, maybe. Or the fact that it's in your hand. Like, there might... Or when it's in the graveyard, that might be important for certain spells. So it's like a star power card, but you have the power of it being having 4 power for some very niche scenarios. We got Joshua here. I'd slide into the Jet Mirror Naya Cats. Oh, yeah, Naya Cats could work. Naya's not bad. The Naya Cat, or sorry, the Teamer. That, you know what? It makes me I'm just starting to think of some sort of lore where this Teamer cat tries to sneak into some sort of Naya group, but like they're Teamers, so they rename themselves as Teamer. I'm Teamer, not that Teamer. Teamer. That Teamer. It's a last name. I can't do anything about it. Would there be maybe a reason to use it with Ocelots? If you're making a commander deck, sure. Okay, it definitely can be printed. We'll print it. Next up, we got the Venomous Helix Army. It's spelled A-R-M-I-E. Take that as you would like. It is a 3-mana enchantment. Your opponents can't cast spells with the same name as the same mana symbol. You may cast artifact spells or artifact abilities of creatures you control as though they had flash. How do I cast my artifact Sorry, I can cast activated abilities of creatures as though they had flash. Okay, that might actually apply to some activated abilities that specifically say you cannot, activate only as a sorcery, for example. Yeah, I don't know. Like, what does that mean? The first one didn't make any sense. Can't cast spells named Red Mana Sag. I suppose your opponents can't cast spells with the same name as the same mana symbol. I guess, okay, yeah, so, okay. You can't cast red spells with the word red in it, in the name. So, like, you can't play Green Sun Zenith because green is the mana symbol. You need a green. And so, okay, maybe this actually makes some sense. Maybe in a very, very twisted way, it actually makes some sense. Can't play red elemental. You can't play red elemental blast. Nope. No blue elemental blast. No green sun zenith. No what else do they have? Let's call blood moon. Is there a red moon? No white plume adventurer. That's right. No white plume adventurer. That's not gonna happen. Colorless stays winning. Yeah, there's colorless will never get screwed. Is there a red moon? There's blood moon. I've never heard of red moon, but maybe it does exist. Yeah, I can't play any of the Zenith cards, though we don't even know what any of them are. Yeah, White Knight and Black Knight. They're all screwed. White Knight and Black Knight. The White Plume Adventurer. Nope, can't have that one. So my artifact and sorcery abilities have flash. Then the first part is super niche, oddly printable. I know. The first part, no, well, the first part is nonsense till you start thinking about it. There are a lot of cards actually with the words like red, white, blue, green, and black in the name. Black Lotus counter. Well, you can still play Black Lotus actually, because black it costs colorless to play again. Black. Gandalf the White. Yeah, can't have Gandalf the White around here. Yeah, Gandalf the White is screwed. Was he white or was he blue? I can't remember. Because they did pay attention to flavor. Does this count for example cards called Acquired Mutation since it has red in the name? No, I don't think that counts. Ooh, Circle of Protection White. That's all right. We found a lot of uses for Venomous Helix Army. Like as stupid as it is, I mean it's beyond stupid. Making abilities have flash is unexplored design space. Oh yeah, I suppose so. Give it. Can be played at instant speed. Where is unexplored design space? First time ever. All right, moving on. Trader's Blessing. I love the name. That sounds so good. You're getting there are some advantages to being a trader. 5 mana enchantment. Whenever you put a counter on a permanent you control, each opponent discards a card. Interesting. I am a trader. I know what you know, and now you're not going to know it anymore. Interesting. It's an enchantment. This is probably one of the greatest feel-bad cards of all time. You're going to play this card, and then in the next time you get to untap, you're probably going to just dump your opponent's cards to nothing. Seems like fun to you. Saggy wants this card, and then we have the other half who's like, oh hell no. Yeah, busted with Doubling Season. Busted with anything. There's a lot of cards. You don't even need Proliferate. There's so many cards that will boost a bunch of counters. You could even sack a bunch of stuff to Arcbound Ravager, and then Ravager sacks to something else, and that that will continuously put a counter on it. You could even put level up counters on something. You could just pay mana and level something up for 1 mana. And that will rip cards out of opponents' hands. Just play Dark Depths. That's sick. Yeah, whenever you put a counter on a permanent. So basically, oh no, is that going to be the same thing? Because it comes into play with the counters. I don't think counters are put on it. I don't know if Dark Depths will work. It might. This is Salt on a Stick. You got it. Devario. Okay, we got Boneless Faceplant. Mega Busted can come out on turn 2 with Dark Ritual. Yeah, but then you still have to enable it. Remember, you still have to. There's got to be some way for you to put more counters on the permanents in order to trigger the card. I don't know if things like Dark Depths or Sagas count because they come into play with. No, Sagas probably count. They enter the battlefield and then you put the counter on them. Yeah, each opponent going to jail. Works with Planeswalkers too. That's right. Just think it's not that hard to put counters on stuff. You can just have a bunch of meandering regular cards on the battlefield and then up all the counters to 5, 6, 7 and get your opponents to just dump their hand. It's not unrealistic. The one saving grace is 5 mana. Is that really that big of a deal? I look at 5 mana like it's 2 mana. Or I don't know, 5 mana to me in Commander is 3 mana. It's the land of the Soul Ring and a lot of mana rocks and mana dorks. It's basically meaningless. Steel Golem. We have the Ghost of Thomas Jenkins. It seems like 70% of newer cards put a counter on something. Absolutely. You can't go to your local game store. You can't go to game night without just a bag of dice and different types of dice. You need to differentiate from regular counters and other counters. Play a regular Planeswalker. No one has a hand. Is it fun? Are you having fun yet? Play this with a deck that puts stun counters on lands. Oh god. And yeah, so you just rip out their. Whenever you put a counter on a permanent. No, but you have to put a counter. You have to put the counters on your permanents. You can't put it on your opponent's permanents. Proliferate. Proliferate. Discard your hand, bozo. I like how matter of fact you do it. Oh, I'm gonna proliferate. All right, you bozos. Make sure you dump your hands. Oh, thanks so much, Mia Culpa, with the huge super chat. Happy AI stream, everyone. We'll take a look at a bunch of cards, a bunch of extra cards at the end of today's show. Okay, we got, we're gonna have a lot more AI-generated cards to look at, but we do have to thank our sponsor, Mana Traders, the premier place to rent Magic cards on Magic Online. This is my favorite way to play Magic digitally from the comfort of my own home, because I like playing formats like Pioneer and Modern and Legacy, and sometimes I play Vintage. And you know what? I can play old decks when I'm running with Mana Traders, and I can even play Standard. I don't like playing Standard, but you know what? It doesn't cost me really anything if I already have the subscription to try out a Standard deck. Not a big deal. And then when I'm done with it, I just send it back and I play my regular formats. Now, if you want to jump in and play digital versions of paper formats on Magic Online, use coupon code Nikachu_G4U to get 40% cash back on your 3rd month subscription to Mana Traders. All right, we're back to our crazy AI-generated nonsense. Saggy's like, I hate it. Just print it anyway. Whatevers. Okay, we got the rear reading max full. It's look maxing. That's why it's called the max full. It's a 3-mana, 3/2 dinosaur. It's got flying. Whenever an opponent casts a black creature spell, if this card is in your graveyard, you may cast a spell from an opponent's graveyard without paying their mana cost. What? That is so unbelievably unique. That's crazy. It's weird, but it's powerful. It's like whenever an opponent casts a black creature spell. So you basically have to force your opponents to play black creature spells. The cost is like nothing. The cost is just have this thing in the graveyard. This is insane. This is it's like, it's not like AI broken, but it's like just practically trying to play the game broken. Yeah, exactly. It kind of danger. It's not the danger like, okay, play this. If I put this permanent in play, I win the game. No, it's more like this card's in the graveyard. This is disabling somebody from just playing the game, period. Look at how many commanders have black in their color identity. Many. Yeah, it feels like a very Yu-Gi-Oh card. Got this card in my graveyard. Thanks, Mark, for the super chats. Take a look at another card later. Hoping for some goofy more cards. We'll look at all the goofy cards. The rear eating max full. Oh god. Every sideboard. You could main deck this. Like, what's the big cost of playing this in the main deck? How about this? This plus Painter Servant on black. Anyone want to think about that? This plus Painter Servant, GG. Wait, you're playing Reanimator? No, I'm playing Reanimator. Exactly. Painter Servant. That will do it. This guy here, how much did I miss? Oh, you missed some bangers. That's okay. There's always a replay. But there's still more bangers to be seen. Christmas says this would go in my Indomitus Rex deck. I can discard it for a flying counter and to get it online simultaneously. Sounds like a good idea. Okay, we got dead card if you draw it in most decks. It's a 3-mana 3/2 flyer. It's not that bad. I mean, it's not great. It's pretty ugly. But you know, like you probably have some means of like discarding it, so it's not completely useless. That's dead card is a strong. I mean, it's a 3-power 3-mana evasive creature. There are more dead cards out there. You can have Circle of Protection blue in your main deck, you know, and then you're up against White Weenie. Where are these cards made? Is it on MTG Cardsmith? No, there's an AI Discord community in the description if you want to join. That's where they all come from. How big of parcels can you accept, Nikachu? I can get anything, but if you send me like an actual package, let me know so I actually go there frequently. Because if I don't go there frequently, then I'm gonna miss your package. But if it's like a piece of mail, then you can send that anytime, and I'll just get it when I get it. Is not nearly as bad as Yu-Gi-Oh bricks. Yeah, exactly. We got Yu-Gi-Oh power level in the rear eating Maxful. It's got to maximize tossing salad, I suppose. All right. Doable but dangerous. Doable but dangerous is that what we're gonna say? Okay, frenzied duplicant with the 2-mana 3/2 human knight. It is a white for a white. Tap it. Put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. Then if it has mana value 4 or greater, draw 4 cards. How do we do that? How? Is that possible? Is that even possible? It's like a black creature spell. It is a black creature spell. It's a black creature spell that will you've triggered by retreating Maxful. Copy it with a clone. No, that doesn't actually work. Unless there might be some clones that keep their abilities. I guess there might be some clones that can copy another creature's ability but keep its casting cost, because usually when you clone something, it also copies the casting cost. Phyrexian Metamorph won't work because it will just copy the casting cost, if I understand it correctly. If I remember. I'm gonna have to look up. Let's look up Phyrexian Metamorph. You may have this creature enter as a copy of any artifact or creature on the battlefield, except it's an artifact in addition to its other types. Yeah, so it's gonna copy the casting cost. Deadpool. There's Agatha's Soul Cauldron. There we go. We did it. Arethusa cracked the code. So if Frenzied Duplicant is in the graveyard, Agatha's Soul Cauldron can exile it and then put a counter on a creature in play with mana value 4 that can activate this. That puts a +1/+1 counter on. And now that it has the mana value of 4, because of we just stole the Frenzied Duplicant's ability, now we get to draw 2 cards. Unbelievable that it can actually work. And Deadpool probably also works, and is 4 CMC. That's more complicated, though. Well, I guess you can say, like, maybe Deadpool is more straightforward. Is it worth it, though? 2 cards, it's 2 cards. Just for pay white, tap, draw 2 cards? That's absolutely insane. Anyone would want that. That's crazy value. I think that's great. Okay, the Frenzy Duplicant. You're doable. We're not going to abort you. And you know what? You're a great mind puzzle, too. Okay, next up, we got Bactra. Kiss Companion. And by the way, Kiss is spelled Qhis. This is a 4-mana saga. Chapter 1, scry 2, then draw a card for each instant and sorcery card in your graveyard. It's broken! That is danger! Oh my god, that's insane. It's 4 mana for the saga. That is outrageous value, though. This is outrageous. Chapter 2 is only scry 2. Is only what the hell? It's going backwards. Chapter 3, flip a coin. If you win the flip, create a food token. And also has the Planeswalker ability, scry 1 at the end. I don't know what the hell. Yeah, I think it's redundant. It does nothing. Yeah, it starts broken. It's like it starts at the most powerful ability and then works its way backwards to the crappiest one. You flip. You have so it ends with a 50% chance that you get a food token. Like the middle ability is just scrying 2, and the first ability is scrying 2 and then drawing a boatload of cards. The story fell off. The story was played backwards. This story is brought to you by Tenet, the movie, if anyone's seen that movie. Sometimes you go backwards in time. This is by way of one of my favorite movies, as confusing as it is. It's as confusing as these AI cards. Can sagas gain loyalty? I don't know. I know creatures can gain loyalty, and they can be attacked and killed if they do. I believe no. So you can only attack, in the game, you are only allowed to attack planeswalkers and people. If it did have loyalty, you would not be able to attack it. I know that because you're not allowed to attack creatures when they have loyalty. It is legendary. What's the bingo space? Chris says it should put a lore counter on it for the +1 and have any effect, and have an effect like Scry 1, but skip the effect if you had gotten like this card. The thing is Scry 2 and gets skipped. I have no idea what you mean. Honestly, kind of insane design space. Use the lore of planeswalkers going through planes on new sagas that use loyalty counters. Yeah, but how do you use it? Like the Scry. Oh, it has. Oh, I see. So in addition to all this crap on it, we can actually scry 1 on top of it. So we're allowed to like put loyalty on it. Yeah. Oh yeah, you can attack battles too. Good call, Joshua. Yeah, I forgot about that one. Yeah, you can attack. You can attack battles. You know, honestly, Joshua, I live in a world where battles don't exist. I just prefer that they don't exist. I cringe when I see them every so often in Pioneer. Just big cringe. I really don't like that they made battles. I think it's a stupid card type. Yeah, it's a read ahead with cashback. Read a little too far ahead, if anything. So you get to scry 3 times. Yes. So the first time it enters, scry 2, and then after you drew all your cards, you can scry 1 again. Then you can scry 2, scry 1 again. And I guess by chapter 3, you will not be allowed to scry because then it's gone. There is nothing in the rules that prevents anything non-planeswalker from using loyalty abilities. That's correct. Unexplored design space. Oh, we already did that one. Unexplored design space. It's already here. It's already been done. Can't do it again. Army with this. All right. This is pretty okay. It's a little broken, but it's a bit cool. It's a little broken. Just a little bit, though. Okay, we have pools. Shrieking Beats. This is a land. I love lands. You can't exile your opponent's turn order. I didn't even know that was a thing. I didn't know I could exile my opponent's turn order in the first place. This makes me think of the possibilities in this world. You're telling me now I can't do this as if I could the entire time? Yeah, true. Yeah, true. I mean, yeah, I guess it's spitting facts, right? AI on shrooms. Hence the shrooms. A lot of shrooms in that image. Silver bullet, silver bullet for the 2036 meta. Yeah, card does nothing. Card preventing future evils. Imagine Wizards printed something like this, like in a Future Sight set. They made Future Sight 2, and they printed this land. You can't exile your opponent's next turn. It's like, do you have any idea how mind-blowing that would be to everybody? Like, what is going on in 10 years? What is happening? What is this game becoming? We can exile our turns? Let's confirm the rules. Bingo, stating the obvious. Well, maybe not 10 years from now, John. Maybe not 10 years from now. Does this keep you from casting end the turn spells on your opponent's turn? I don't think so. I think you can still do that. So you can't, yeah, we can't end the turns right now. No. I think, no, you can end the turn. You can't exile the opponent's turn order. So it's like somewhere in the future, they're going to like have a turn order if they have extra turns, and you could exile maybe those extra turns or some crap like that. Me when I Beamtown bully Poolis shrieking beats to my opponents, so now they can't exile my turn order. I also threw a brick at them. What the hell? Dredge, you tried to exile my turn. Well, oh yeah, can't do it. You can't. Why would you even play this? This is terrible, actually. Oh, it's a donate thing. You have to donate this to somebody. All right, it's beautifully awful. It's a bunch of it's a mind fudge. It's all mind fudge. Okay, we got Field Marion Sulk. This is a 5-mana enchantment. Players can't gain 5 life. Interesting. How specific that is. This is incredibly specific. So you can gain 1 life, you can gain 2, 3, and 4. But the moment you go to 5, don't make me tap the sign. Don't make me tap my Field Marion Soul. What does that screw over in the game? How many cards gain 5 life? Yeah, 6 is actually totally fine, which is bizarre. Yeah, players can gain 6. When gaining 5 life just isn't allowed. You just have to skip. You just gotta skip ahead. Your luck enough tasking the woman I have and all. my chaplain blessing. Is there any? I'll quickly look. How many cards? Text. Gain 5 life. How many cards out there? There's actually quite a few cards. Actually, we got Abuna's Chant. We got airdropped aeronauts. There's a ton of cards. Yeah, there's a ton. We got Arborback Stomper. When it enters the battlefield, you gain 5 life. There's a million cards that gain 5 life. Elixir of Immortality. That's right. Can't gain that life. So yeah, Swords of... Ooh, that's sick. So Swords to Plowsharing. So when you Swords to Plowshares a creature with 5 power, not allowed to gain that life. You can't get it. That's sick. Stop. Oh, 5/5 lifelinkers. That's right. Please flavor text AI. Learn grammar. I know. I think the most grammatically correct sentence the AI ever made was 3 words long. And it lucked into it too. It lucked into it. Oh, you don't like this one, Benjamin Berkey? You're a life gainer. Life gaining in increments of 5, I see. Anti-Fangren Marauder. Makes Fiery Justice decent. Oh yeah, that's the card that makes the opponent gain... I think you like destroy a creature, but they gain 5 life or something. Something to that effect. Stops the Bloodthirsty Conqueror. We got Zillasur says, this feels like the Holy Hand Grenade from Monty Python's kinda. Not 4, not and, but 5. You shall not gain. Correct. It's a crucial piece in my anti-prime number life gain deck. Players can gain any amount of life except 5. Yes, that's correct. So, okay, it's doable. Looks like a... Look, this feels like a bit of an uncard, to be honest. Okay, we got Unsessy. It's a 2-mana enchantment. For 1 mana, discard a card. Look at the top X cards of your library. That's a lot! Where X is the number of cards in your hand. Oh, okay. Interesting. And they balanced it in such a way that when you discard a card, X gets reduced. So the more times you discard, to just take a peek-see. Just take a peek-see. It's a look at. Yeah, it's definitely a look at it. Is look at it on the bingo? I can't remember if look at is on. Pretty sure look at it is on the bingo card. Do we have look at it? I don't see it. Funny flavor text. Oh, we don't have look at it. It's not on here. Look at them. Self-discard and look ahead. Genuinely fantastic in many strats. Yeah, I mean, I guess so. I mean, I don't see the huge benefit of looking like deeply down, like how many cards down. Info can be good. Can't look at it. I think the card is okay. I guess you know what kind of strategies want to discard. It's a good discard outlet for Reanimator, for Madness. Under what circumstances would you desperately want to look super deep, like what's on top of your deck? Like maybe self-milling. So like you can like mill away cards that you want to get dumped, but then leave on top cards that you want to draw. Needs to be cheaper if anything. It's pretty cheap. It's 2 mana. Colorless enchantment. Activated ability for 1 mana. I don't think it's getting any cheaper. Mr. Stiff Pickles, haven't watched in a long time. What days are you doing deck list reviews? Oh God, I'm so sorry. Deck list reviews are dead. Sorry, there's no more deck list reviews. We stopped that like 3 years ago. We still have AI generated. I think we have in its place. We have AI generated cards and custom MTG card reviews. We have those. Although you gotta pay. You gotta pay for the custom card reviews. This fetch shuffle look again. Yeah, you could. Well, I mean, if you do that, it's gonna cost you another card. Yeah, I thought that myself, but it sounds expensive. Yeah, look at all my cards. Peeking that deep and the top of your library is cool. This might be okay. It's okay. I mean, it's a good card. You know what? I would say it's Zybers. I would say it's Zybers. I think a lot of people would like to play this card, and it's not broken, which is super important. It's not broken. There's more broken out there. Okay, we got Nogicum's Forge. How do I pronounce this? It's like Nogisms. Whatever. It's a 2-mana sorcery. Until end of turn, target creature loses all abilities and becomes a blue insect creature in addition to its other types. Create a map token. Becomes a blue insect. So until end of turn, something loses its abilities. Yeah, it might be Nogisms. It's like, you know, your guess is as good as mine. Should be an instant. Sure. Probably not important. Not a usual effect in black, but it works. I don't mind it being in black, given like black is adjacent to blue, and blue screws with abilities on creatures. And I feel like black has that sort of like wizardry. You know what I mean? It's of the dark arts, but still they got witches and stuff, and the warlocks. They'll cast an evil spell and you don't do and turn you into an insect. That actually makes a lot of sense. Single target dress down. Sort of. You don't draw a card. You get a map token. There's the look at the art. We have this little insect over here. And you got the big map. You gotta carry that map. Hey, ants are strong, okay? They can carry like 20 times their weight or something like that. Actually a really good card. Is it? I would not play this card. I don't know what you'd use it on. Is it good, like, maybe to play it on somebody's commander before you go to an attack? Or, like, play it on somebody's creature before you go into an attack so that they can't, like, make a big block? Well, I don't know if it's draft chaff yet. It seems like people they like the potential of this thing. Black players... Well, you know what the weird thing is? If you're playing black, just Doomblade the damn thing. Just kill it. That's what black does. It just smokes it off the battlefield. No wonder Wizards doesn't make stuff like this for black, because it's like weird. It's like, why would anyone play this over just a like Doomblade or maybe not an Edict, but like, you know, there's a lot of just direct destroy target creature cards. I guess the map token isn't bad. I like maps actually. It gives you this gives you a map. Nikachu, we know you could destroy the creature, but this card gives you a map. It's so good. That's value. It can buff up your creature and get card advantage. Gets around indestructible. Oh, yeah. Okay. Okay, so this could... Okay, that's actually true. That's true. What else would it do? Could get around Undying. Undying. Persist. What else does it do? Ability of insects to carry many things, their mass, isn't impressive. Humans would be way stronger if they were shrunken to insect size with proportions intact. Okay, I'm just gonna trust you on that. Yeah, so so it does have favorable interactions even for someone playing black. You can deal with indestructible cards, persist cards, undying creatures. Gets rid of defender. Oh, you could play it on your own card. That's interesting. That's big brain. Yeah, you could do that. So, I mean, so you could play it on your own because it still maintains power and toughness. It just loses all other abilities. It can kill star creatures. Ooh. But like a regular removal spell can do that too. In my opinion. Square cube law. He's right. Interesting. Okay, so we literally found like a ton of great uses for this. Not Nagasism's Forge. It's Zybers. It's Zybers. Someone's playing this card. You can play it on Magus of the Moon to make the land stay mounts. To stay mount. Oh, is this infinite? Hold on, target creature. I don't get it. Play on Magus of the Moon to make the land stay mountains. But they'd be mountains anyway, right? Unless you killed Magus of the Moon. Okay, we got Shot Grasp. This is a green sorcery. As an additional cost to cast this spell, sacrifice any number of permanents. Search your library for an artifact card with converted mana cost 3 or less and put it onto the battlefield. Then shuffle your library. So I can just... Okay, whoa, wait a minute. I could sacrifice nothing. It said, as an additional cost to cast this spell, sacrifice any number of permanents. I choose 0. I still get the ability anyway. Search your library for an artifact card, converted mana cost 3 or less. It's broken. This is just flat out broken. Yeah, sack for nothing. We got one... Yeah, well, we have a 1 mana Tinker. It's a 1 mana... It's not... Yeah, it's just a 1 mana Tutor. What are we getting with this thing, though, chat? What can we get for... It's got to be 3 mana. It's got to be 3 mana or less. Put it onto the battlefield. Super busted. The soul ring. So we could probably look big. Is that the best thing we can do? Maybe. What if I want to sack? You could do that. You could sack anything you want. Maybe sacrificing is in your benefits. Oh my god. Oh, Trinisphere. Oh my, that's so disgusting. Would it screw you over? Probably not. You're probably building your deck around it. Yeah, that's probably the best thing you can go get. Oh yeah, Palantir of Arathnex is also a really good one. Yeah. Donate players hate this card. Oh yeah, yeah, if you donate. That's a good point, actually. Yeah, so if anyone's donating cards to you, this just lets you sack all that stuff away. Steve Cooper is just honest. I just want a Basalt Monolith, you know? Other people out there with Soul Ring... Yeah, Basalt Monolith. Is that the best mana rock? Probably. Yeah, I think we're all on the same page. Trinisphere is probably the most broken thing you can go get. I mean, your opponents will be like, okay, go. Think of all the people that don't have that many lands in their deck. They can't get the 3 lands. They don't get to do anything. 4 Path to Life vehicles. That's like... I think we're thinking too small here. We can think bigger than that. Isochron Scepter? That could be not too bad. Oh yeah, if you're a combo deck, you'd get Ashnod's Altar for sure. What's Trinisphere? Trinisphere is the card that says, no matter what your card costs, you have to pay at least 3. So if it's 1 mana, it's 3 mana. If it's 2 mana, it's 3 mana. If it's 0 mana, it's 3 mana. Try to play Force of Will for free? No, it's 3 mana. So if you didn't pay 3 mana, you're paying 3 mana. Anyway, yeah, interesting card. The Shot Grasp. Oh, sorry. Well, okay, it's doable. It's not broken, but it's broken. If you know what I mean. All right, we're gonna move on with the Ancient Wave. A wave so old, it's grown a beard. It's a 4 mana instant. Counter target spell, and Ancient Wave deals 2 damage to each creature. Wow. Wow. So, wow. This is unique. So basically, we have Pyroclasm attached to a counter spell. Color break. Black does counter spells. Not much, but there are some counter spells in black. You guys like this card? Unexplored Design Space. You know what? It has been slightly explored. There are some counter spells that are like counter spell deal some damage to something, but not that much damage. This is Pyroclasm, for crying out loud. Pyroclasm on a damn black counter spell. If it was it might be okay. Maybe 5+ mana. So Chris says, I feel like a black spell to be fair, especially if the creature's got -2/-2. Yeah, okay, yeah, that's, you could say that's a bit of a color pie break. They try to suck the soul out of you with that ancient wave. Oh, maybe it's, is it an ancient wave like water or an ancient wave like a wave? I'm waving with my hand. I play this in Time Spiral block. Okay, we have the Amalgam says, how much does 2 damage to all creatures usually cost on its own? Well, Pyroclasm costs 2 mana, so that's usually the case. So I mean, it's got sort of a fair cost. What's not so fair is like lumped these 2 abilities in one. So you got like 2 mana for a counter spell, which is probably above average for black. Black doesn't counter things that easily, and then you have 2 mana for a Pyroclasm. Mind you, okay, Pyroclasm is a sorcery. This is an instant. So, but this is situational. Like, you can't Pyroclasm at will. If your opponent doesn't play a spell, or if you don't play a spell, then if you don't have anything to counter, then it doesn't do anything. It's kind of red, but it still works in black, I think. I wouldn't think anything of it. Oh, you're talking about, oh, how many color pie breaks did we have? Okay, we could say this is a color pie break. I'm pretty sure we had a few color pie break cards. You gotta say bingo if you're trying to mention the bingo. Oh, is there a Zyber bingo? Oh, we have Zybers. We also have Danger. Danger used to be the free slot. We had a few Danger cards. You gotta tell me a bingo, you know. I don't know what the hell's on this damn thing. So if you want to make sure that something gets marked off, you gotta yell bingo. This would see play in every deck that runs black. You know, even it's not clear to me it's that good. Like, it's good, don't get me wrong. But there's a world where you can play around this. Like, you just play with creatures that have more than 2 toughness, and then this is just a 4 mana counter spell. And it's super easy to play around. Oh, you have 4 mana up? Well, you probably have the Ancient Wave. I'm not going to play into that. The card has an illustration credit. Yeah, Midjourney. It's like it's an AI art thing. I mean, if you look at this as a Grixis card, it's a little mixed of red, blue, and black. It kind of fits. Sagacious talking 10 minutes behind. Naugacism's Forge is wonderful for removing abilities without changing power and toughness. Get rid of those drawbacks. Yes, you can do that. It's good if you want your things to die. Well, okay, if we're playing the Ancient Wave, we're probably only exclusively playing with creatures that have more than 2 toughness, so that we don't, like, get wrecked by our own card, you know, chat? We don't want to get wrecked by our own card. All right, that's a pretty cool card. It's pretty cool. All right, next up, it's time to get through our super chats. Thank you so much to Non Mea Culpa. Thanks to this super chat. We'll take a look at 5 more cards. Starting with the Contaminator's Recruit. This is a green 1/1 human cleric. It's got Defender. Doesn't look like a defending card. 1 mana, put a +1/+1 counter on your Contaminator's Recruit. Put a +2/+2 counter on each creature you control. Holy cow! What the hell? That's crazy. And it's like a weird mana sink. It's the weirdest mana sink. It's a weird mana sink. There's like no disadvantage to this thing whatsoever. Yeah. Dear God, it's broken. Too strong. Yeah, not a once per turn, by the way. Yeah, you can just you could do it all over and over and over again. Yeah, what the giant growth? So this card in itself will get +3/+3, but everything else gets +2/+2. Still dies to Doomblade. Still can't even attack. So there is a cost to this card. So this card gets to sit on the battlefield doing nothing. Oh, but you know what we can do? Do you know what we can do with 2 Contaminators Recruit eventually? Where is it? We can play the Naugacism's Forge. It'll lose all its abilities, then it can attack again because it will lose defender. So it's all coming together. It's all coming together. The card's just the AI is finding synergy in its own sets that it's making. Permanent. Oh yeah, it's permanent. Put a plus. It's a counter, right? So it's you put the counter on the thing, which will also trigger that other card, the enchantment, where whenever you put counters on your permanents, it makes your opponent discard that many cards. Yeah, AI is building the deck right now, Zillus. AI is building a deck. Yeah, combo with army. This will be a staple for counter doubler decks. This card was in the constructed AI tournament from a while back, and it was busted. I don't doubt it. Completely busted. Did you play in that tournament? How well did you do? Is like any AI card allowed to be played? Like, what if it's just a bunch of gibberish? Then what happens? It gives the +2/+2 counters to itself. It's crazy. Yeah, but it has defender. Like, what is it supposed to do? You got to remove defender somehow, which is rare. It's hard to do that. But Nagasism knows what to do. Yes, swole. Yeah, very swole recruits around here. Can we print it? Yes. Should we print it? Heck, no. Okay, I'll say this is one of the few cards that get but we're gonna ban it. We're gonna ban this card. Pre-banned. So damn strong. I can see it actually not being as powerful as we think it is, because in order to get its effect, we constantly have to play our creatures with mana up so that we can like buff up the creature, but you know, it makes curving out very hard. On the other hand, it's like maybe one of the greatest things you can do at the end. Like, it's one of the last things that you play when no one sees it coming. Yeah, everyone on Nikachu's stream, don't print it! Yeah, the democracy rules. Contaminator recruit. It's gone. Okay, next super chat will be for Aswer Young Vanka. This is a 5-mana, 3/6 basic creature. Sort of looking very basic right now. At the beginning of combat on your turn, do nothing. Did anyone hear anything? Anybody? This creature enters with a charge counter on it. Tap your head. Echo Casualty 1. As this creature enters, all card with a dragon fight cost is equal to its mana cost. This has so many words on it, and at the same time, it does nothing. It just taps its head. Comes into play with a charge counter. Tap head. Yeah, tap head. So I tap my head in confusion. I like the art, but garbage card bingo? Oh yeah, that probably qualifies. Well, I wouldn't say it's an amazing art, but it's amazing compared to how bad the card is. It's fine. The flavor is high. Yeah, I guess so. Flavor is high. It's a basic creature. So it's so basic, it doesn't even have its own creature type, and it does nothing. You know what? This card does so much and yet so little. It has 4 abilities, and most of them are useless. 2 of them definitely are useless. When does my head untap? Neck really starting to hurt. Oh yeah, it says tap your head as if you're turning it sideways. Wait, did it just combine Echo and Casualty into a new keyword? Absolutely. Yeah, as this creature enters, all card with a dragon fight cost is equal to its mana cost. Yeah, basically it's a 5 CMC 3/6. The charge counter might come in handy. Some cards might want to steal the charge counter from it, but like, not really. This is more of an unset card, if anything, with the tapping your head part. It's closer to it. Are we tapping 45 degrees, 90, 180? Well, it depends. How do you tap? At the beginning of combat, what? Nothing. At the beginning of combat, you're at combat. Congratulations, you have reached the combat step. Yeah, there are some great things looking out for you in the future. Okay, next up we got Weaponry's Heroism. This is a 4-mana enchantment. Whenever a creature you control leaves the battlefield, you may cast an instant or sorcery spell from your hand without paying its mana cost. Interesting. Huh. How do we break this? Are there any, I'm just trying to think, are there any like instant or sorcery cards that just win the game on the spot? People are like, holy danger, and Joshua's like, I want to print it. Print it. Wow, we have a lot of people saying it's just bust. Oh my god, the blink decks. Oh no! Oh no! Forget bounce, just blink the thing over and over again. Ashnod's Altar, enter the multiverse. It costs 4 mana. I don't know if it's fair enough. Fairer than Omniscience? Not really. This is easier to just cast for full retail. You can't cast Omniscience for full retail. I got a handful of ultimatums, and I know how to use it. In black, so graveyard recursion works too. Absolutely. It's not overpowered. Oh, come on. Oh god, this in the blink decks. Now, I mean, they might run out of cards. I mean, the ultimatums, I think, draw quite a few cards, though, right? So you can draw into more cards to then draw into more cards to play for free. It was quite the flavor text. ... Both. That's the most that is the most grammatically correct thing ever on this show. ... Both. I don't know what it's referencing, but that is the most grammatically correct sentence so far in the history of these AI-generated shows. Something I hate, the Wirewood lock bonding, and unfortunately was born of the ward simply or a secret of curse, says Runeem, burglaring Shield of Shallows. Yeah, no one likes lock bonding, apparently. Sack a zombie to Ashnod's Altar. Cast Army of the Damned for free. Have to have 2 mana floating. Absolutely. Blink a creature. Play Omniscience. No, you can't. You can only cast instant and sorceries. Instant or sorcery. Oh, ice. Yeah. There we go. Good call. Good call. Instant or sorcery. Both. That's what the both means. Bonding. Lock bonding. My name Bonding. The lock bonding makes it harder to burgle. Man, that's a crazy lock bonding card. You cast Enter the Infinite for free. Yeah, you could do that one, right? Pretty sick card. Okay, pretty card. It's probably broken. No lock bonding around here, not in my metagame. Lock bond somewhere else. All right, next, the Lurking Strike. It's a red enchantment. When Lurking Strike enters your library from anywhere, okay, I mean, that's not impossible. You may search your battlefield and shuffle your hand. Your life total becomes 25. I've entered the Twilight Zone or something. Like, this is, I'm in an alternate universe. What do you mean we enter into the library and we shuffle we search our battlefield? Yeah, another look at a card. Weird life gain card, I guess. Do we gain? Oh, your life gain becomes 25. Or life loss. 1 mana, gain 20 life. Strange life gain loop in red. Yeah, what are we searching for? I don't know. We're searching for the meaning of life. Search the battlefield. Keep looking. I want you to search the desert, you idiots. Search the desert. You find anything yet? Yeah, Shifted Realities, the set. I searched my battlefield and still didn't have anything good. Scrounging around the battlefield for something. Maybe you'll find something you didn't find. Maybe you'll find something you didn't know was there. Wait, the trigger's not on cast or enters, but when it enters your life. That's correct. When Lurking... So how does this work? Okay, so when Lurking Strike enters your library from anywhere, so we need to shuffle this thing from the graveyard to the deck, or from the battlefield to the deck. You may search your battlefield and shuffle your hand. Well, I shuffle my hand all the time. That's not... I don't need this card to do that. Yeah, don't forget to shuffle your hand, because hand order matters now. Maybe. I didn't think about that, actually. Maybe there is some world where, yeah, maybe hand order matters. Cards that you draw need to go to the top of your hand. It's a heal. You can brainstorm this into your library. I guess you'd have to reveal it, and that would probably works. That probably works. You'd be like, okay, I reveal Lurking Strike as I put this into my library. That probably works. You can only shuffle your hand with this card now. Gotta have it in every deck. Yep. Iskar, thanks so much for your super chat. I appreciate it. I'm doing great, Iskar. And we'll take a look at another card. It's confusing, but I don't think anything is actually illegal. Exactly, it's doable. We're not gonna board this one. It does not. It gets saved from the Urank. It's saved from the Urank. Can't you just scry and place it at the bottom? No, I don't think so because it's still in the library. Okay, this one will not go to the Urank. Maybe this one will. The Devourer of Loyalty. This is a double green 2/2 spirit. Choose a background. When Devourer attacks, put a +1/+1 counter on each forest you control. Interesting. That is not entirely useless because there's a lot of cards out there that animate your lands. So if your lands ever get animated, they're gonna wake up from the Matrix quite refreshed, stronger than ever before. Benjamin Burke's like, I mean, sure. Doesn't Devour loyalty counters flavor fail? Oh, I see. It does not devour any loyalty. Should have been. Well, if you attack a planeswalker, it will devour the loyalty. It'll still eat it. All the same. Yeah, the Earthbenders. It's got good synergy with Earthbending. I'd actually prefer the +2/+2 counters from. Well, I mean, you can only put those on your creatures. This one puts on your forests. It's like pre-buffing your lands before they become creatures. I don't know what backgrounds you can get that would pair with this. Yeah, Dryad Arbor support. Yes. Yes. Yeah. Dryad Arbor is a forest. The background part is the scariest? Oh, is it? I'm not familiar with the combos that can be done with this thing. This could go in certain decks, sure. The Ashaya, Soul of the Wild support. That's correct. So I mean, it's not like a random pile of crap. I'm curious, who's the Devourer of the Loyalty? This big green thing or this little person here in the middle? I'm assuming it's the big green thing. Would a blue background also combine into Simic Spirits? Oh no! Okay, this card's cool. Okay, next up. This next card comes on behalf of Varg. Thank you so much, Varg, for your super chat. Always enjoy the AI streams. And because you enjoy the AI streams, you get more AI stream. We got Land Dead. It is a land. It taps for a colorless. Tap, sacrifice a land. Why? Why am I doing this? Does this have any purpose whatsoever? Oh, is anyone desperately hungry for a land sacrifice enabler? Like, there's enough cards out there that will just sacrifice from their own ability. Because Land Dead, apparently. Yeah, land Dead. Votes for deeply, apparently. Sacrifice lands for fun. Get around imprisoned in the ooh, there we go. Imprisoned in the moon. You enchant somebody's land, and it becomes like a waste or something. What else does it gets around like land? I'm just trying to think how it works. Yeah, it would sort of combo with Crucible. There we go. Yeah, you get combos with Crucible and lands that have ETB abilities. So, or if you just have Crucible in your deck, if anyone messes with your lands with like Spreading Seas, you always have the ability to sack the land and then replay it later. Violent Beetle just coming from the non-basic land hate stream. It would be useful if you realize they can damage you for it. Oh yeah. One-sided reusable strip mine that taps for mana. Busted. Strongest card ever, no doubt. What do you mean one-sided? You mean me strip mining myself? Earth-bended lands to trigger a landfall. That's a great idea. Great idea, Remco. Yeah, so because the what's it called? Earth-bended cards, when they die, they just come back to the battlefield tapped. Zilla says, Winks at Field of the Dead. I see what you did there, land dead. Oh. It is a Field of the Dead. Dead lands. Combined with Undergrowth Recon for a landfall deck. I don't know what Undergrowth Recon does. Let me look at that. Undergrowth Recon. 3-mana enchantment. At the beginning of your upkeep, return target land card from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped. Oh! That's basically Crucible Worlds. That's a great idea. Our land died. I died for this land. Now this land died for me. I will play this and immediately sacrifice it. That's a power move. I don't know if it has any combo potential. I mean, it's a niche interaction for a deck that might look to make some niche interaction. So it's also a doable card. Very interesting. Okay, we got our next card is brought to us by Steve Cooper. Thank you very much, Steve Cooper. We got more. We got more. Is it okay? For a blue, we have Kraken's Fisher. Sorcery. It's got Storm. It could be broken. Search your library for a card exiled, then shuffle. You may cast spells from among those cards exiled without paying their mana cost. It probably is broken. Imagine Affinity just be like 0 mana, 0 mana, 0 mana card, land, Springleaf Drum, Kraken's Fisher, and I basically tutor for the best cards in my deck and then play them for nothing, for free. It's beyond that. It's basically 1 mana. This is worse than that green card that we looked at, and it put a 3 mana artifact in play. This is look for anything and cast it for free. To the rank with this thing. Yeah, 1 mana cast Emrakul. Can tutor for itself. Yeah, you could do that too, actually. So if you're not playing with Commander, you can just look for 3 more Kraken Fishers and then cast those. The storm count gets even more stupid, and you play your entire deck at once. I mean, obviously, you just combo off with this thing somehow. Yeah, one mana Mind's Desire. Oops! AI accidentally backed themselves into a 1 mana Mind's Desire for no reason. It needed Storm, otherwise it'd be too fair. This would be terrible. But no, it'd still be good at 1 mana. At 1 mana, you get to play any card you want. 1 mana Omniscience. Omniscience plus Demonic Tutor for 1 blue. They didn't say it could be done. How wrong they were. It could be done. Should be an instant with split second, to be fair. Yeah, like, they went this far. Like, why don't we just make it completely uncounterable with the split second part? Enter the Infinite became excited. Seen opponent storming off. I get my whole deck. This feels like a Yu-Gi-Oh card. I get this card, and this card enables me to get this card, and this card, and this card. Get it all the way. All right, it goes to the rank. In Commander with Storm 4, Approach of the Second Sun, a counterspell, Mnemonic War, Approach of the Second Sun, win. Oh, you can also get, like, Pact of Negation, right? I mean, I guess it doesn't matter. It's just any random counterspells. It'll all work. Or you get Silence. Probably that's the best way, right? You just silence everyone and then combo off. Play a few silences. All right, next we've got, thanks to Iskar. Thank you so much, Iskar. Really appreciate it. We're going to take a look at Oracle of the Champion. It's a 4 mana 2/3 elemental druid. Flying. Each of up to 2 target creatures each get +1/+0 and gain double strike for as long as this creature remains on the battlefield. Huh? And then for 2 mana, target creature you control gains fear until end of turn. Let's see if it understands fear. It can't be blocked except by artifact creature and or black creatures. Congratulations. Oh my god, the AI knows what fear does. So what's this metal thing? Each of up to 2 target creatures each get +1/+0 and gain double strike for as long as this creature remains on the battlefield. Jump to 2 in 2. And you do. I guess you have to target it. I don't know. This is a weird effect. I don't know, like when it triggers, when it happens. Can I switch it around anytime that I want? I'm fine with this draft, but not chaff. Why does it have flying? Why not? It's an elemental. Look, it's got almost like a phoenix angel thing going on in the background. Mono red is back. I don't know how this card works because this is not an ETB. It just says each of up to 2 target creatures each get +1/+0 and gain double strike as long as this creature remains on the battlefield. And what if that creature dies? Can I change to something else? Can I change at like... Can I like just arbitrarily change like which creatures have the +1/+0 and double strike, which then means all the creatures have +1? Look, I guess if 4 creatures block, or 4 creatures get blocked, only 2 creatures at any given time have the ability. As soon as it exists, I guess that's the only way I can look at it. When do you target? I know. It feels like it's just I can change my mind at any time. And it's only relevant when I'm attacking with more than 2 creatures and more than 2 creatures block, which in that case, I have to choose 2, only 2 that have the ability. If the target becomes invalid, does this creature fizzle on the battlefield? No, I don't think so. Second ability is badly worded. Oh, it's, yeah. Not worded well at all. Sagacia says, the green spell Nikachu mentioned recently while discussing Kraken's Fisher is Shot Grass. Also, yeah, I'm caught up. Thanks. So, welcome back to the future, Sagacious. Yeah, it's just super poorly worded. Maybe it's an ETB. It's probably was supposed to be an ETB. Another Nadu enabler. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, you keep targeting things back and forth over and over again. You know, it's sort of templated like a card from Alpha or Beta. And, like, if they updated the Oracle text by today's standards, it would have like a 0 in front of it. Because back then, they had some like weirdly worded cards like this. We did it. We broke Nadu again for the billionth time. Schrodinger's buff. You don't know who gets it until combat. I like that. Okay, we'll say based on the templating of this card, does not work as templated. Okay, that was a great show. Hope everyone had fun. I had a lot of fun. As usual, we do these shows 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. Yeah, I'll just say that much for now. 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. Thanks to everyone who supports the show. If you're a patron on Patreon, a member on YouTube, or you super chat, thanks so much to the super chatters for contributing, making the show longer so we can all enjoy it. And of course, thanks to everybody here. Your commentary is beautiful. People like Remco, Mercenary, Vec, Kano, Benjamin Berkey, Mappia, Spin Grinder, Old Boy, Little Dead Fly. We got Lore, Julie, Bell, Adaptus, Kirk Black. We got JMK, Sagacious, Chest of Treasures, Jeff, Jacob, Fourth Rate Duelist. Is always still one of the best duelists. Saggy, Tina Mine, Old Boy, Zillarus, Steve Cooper, 7 Cats in a Suit. I think I got you, Bell. We got you, Nick, Draconia, Bordeaux, Rick Suzu, Saggy, Jess, Mirsu Sama, and many more. So as usual, my coffee crew keep brewing those coffees. My Zyber Nation, and we'll keep, bring up AI cards. As usual, take care of yourselves, and I will see you at the next cup.